remember right before I performed, I raised my hands up, and it was kind of the first time I felt something else.
Bruh, are you seeing that?
I drank the blood and drank the wine. I sat alone and begged and bent at the waist for God. I crossed myself and thought I saw the devil.
Beyonce holds many titles: entertainment extraordinaire, business mogul, Satanist. A few months ago, the Grammy-award-winning songstress released her 7th studio album, Renaissance. Soon after, the hidden messages in the album's various promotional images were thought to be correct, and they had everything to do with Satanism. Social media has told us for years that Beyoncé is a member of the Illuminati. Now the internet is adding an addendum. These days, Beyoncé is not necessarily trying to run the world, she's just trying to tell us its ending. So is this part of the reason why Sasha Fierce has been getting canceled by various promoters? Let's find out. It all started with the horse imagery. The cover of Renaissance is a striking shot of a mostly nude, be-heeled Beyoncé on top of a silver horse, and a pale one representing pestilence, war, famine, and death, respectively. When they show up, it means our earthly world is over, and that got everyone believing that Miss B is an agent of doom. One writer who has analyzed Beyoncé's career says the Beyoncé apocalypse era is a natural continuation of the Beyoncé Illuminati era. She's so good at what she does, she has so much influence and power, and everything she does is so exquisite. She adds, most people don't understand how a person can get it right every time. In order to compensate for our own insecurities, we have to project. We say it's impossible, there has to be some kind of magic associated with it or the Illuminati, but really it's because she works really hard. She's really serious about her craft, she takes her time, and she surrounds herself with people that she trusts that are also very talented. K.W. Miller, who ran as an independent for Florida's 18th congressional district seat, also proclaimed that the Dreamgirls star not only worships at the altar of Lucifer, but is faking being black. The energy analyst asserts that Beyoncé isn't African American at all, but rather a woman of Italian heritage whose real name is Anne-Marie Latraci. Weird, right? You all do know that Beyoncé's song Formation was a secret coded message to the globalists, I certainly hope, wrote Miller in a Twitter post. The song clearly admitted that she was demonic and that she worshipped in the Satanist churches located in Alabama and Louisiana. She keeps Satanist symbols in her bag. The racy 2016 song alludes to female empowerment as well as Beyoncé's own unique genetic composition. And there is far more scrutiny about Queen Bee's spiritual beliefs. Back in 2021, the singer released the visual album Black is King on Disney+, which received critical acclaim. But while the reviews have been great, the response from some Christians has been much different. Beyoncé's Demonic has been one of the most overwhelming responses to the visual album from many black churchgoers. The imagery of Black is King features a lot of horns, masks, cowrie shells, and more symbolically significant African iconography. African spiritualism and symbology are demonic, the Christian religious community exclaims. Though the project is not a movie, it runs the length of a feature film and roughly parallels The Lion King's plot with some quotes and songs from the 2019 movie. The album somewhat follows a little boy growing up to become king. Beyoncé and many of her famous friends, including Jay-Z, Kelly Rowland, Lupita Nyong'o, Pharrell Williams, and Donald Glover, sing and dance through the album, displaying incredible talent while incorporating strange sequences. Overall, the production value is stellar, which enchants viewers, and the cameos by popular black performers provide an excellent level of engagement for both the eyes and ears. However, Black is King is an overwhelming and confusing experience that clearly blurs the lines between worldviews, luring viewers to let their guards down by playing them with Christian images and icons, but then including other occult elements. For example, the album opens with a basket floating down the river, reminiscent of the story of Moses in Exodus. While the basket is floating, images of African people are shown as Beyoncé talks about the roots of life. The scene contains strong Christian imagery, including some baby baptisms. Some of the dialogue is actually incredibly pro-life, celebrates the birth of children, and discusses how important families are. However, the song then follows Beyoncé as she kneels before false religious leaders swinging incense. This is just the beginning of the production, incorporating false African religions, primarily the Yoruba and Santeria religions, both of which integrate Christian imagery and icons with witchcraft. Beyoncé literally references the Yoruba and Santeria religion's emphasis on ancestor worship, saying, "Orishas hold your hand through this journey." In one of the final sequences, the singer is seen gyrating under a tree while wearing a mask of shells. Shells are often used in rituals. A significant amount of the production singing and dancing is hard to discern. It could be directly related to African culture or could be indicative of false religions. Many of the numbers feature upper male nudity, scantily clad women, drinking, and some violence in hand-to-hand combat, as well as scary scenes. Furthermore, there are multiple lines of narration and blasphemy God. At one point, the narrator says, "I can't believe in God and call myself a child of God and not see myself as a God. That wouldn't make any sense. I am the creator of all things." In one of his recent outbursts, rapper Kanye West also appeared to let the cat out of the bag, accusing Beyonce and her husband Jay-Z of being members of the demonic club. While in a random outburst with the paparazzi, Kanye called out some unknown forces he alleged controlled many known celebrities. However, he ranted they could not control him as they did the others. He even shockingly revealed that his own biological mother had already been sacrificed to these secret powers. Kanye said, "They can't control me, you know what I'm saying? They can control Shaq, they can control Charles Barkley, they can control LeBron James, they can control Jay-Z and Beyonce, but they can't control me. Ain't no name I won't name, it's up." The troubled rapper continued, "My mama isn't here, my mama was sacrificed. Michael Jordan, what about him? His daddy, Bill Cosby, his son, Dr. Dre, his son? You know, out in Hollywood, a lot of people come up missing. Feels like it might be a lot of that in order to control and traumatize. They want to monetize and traumatize." The question is, should we believe Kanye? Remember, he never mentioned the word Illuminati, but there seems to be universal understanding that he was referencing to the legendary secret organization, which is largely connected to the conspiracy theory about a new world order, a covertly emerging totalitarian world government orchestrated by the global elite. The American rapper, also known as Ye, never ceases to amaze. Some years back, he had denied having ties to the Illuminati when the symbolism and style in his popular song video, Runaway, trended as Illuminati codes. Then he took to his Twitter page to address the rumors that he was a member of the secret society and worshiped the devil. "I've got a question about the Illuminati. What is it exactly? And why do people think pop stars have membership? LOL," he tweeted. Is Illuminati and devil worshipping like the same thing? Do they have a social network that celebs can sign up for? The other interesting thing is that these alleged Illuminati sacrifices seem to be ordinary people dying ordinary deaths. Some skeptics pointed to the fact that Kanye's mother died while undergoing cosmetic surgery, which the artist paid for. In that sense, his mother was sacrificed to his own vanity rather than to the infamous Illuminati. Jay-Z, Ye's former BFF and Beyonce's husband, has also been constantly accused of being a member of a demonic cult. Almost a decade ago, during his guest verse on Kanye's So Appalled, Jay-Z made a disparaging reference to MC Hammer's Money Troubles, a riff that has been made many times before, but which stung the most coming from one of Hammer's own stealing imposters, which is how Hammer apparently regards Jay-Z. As he has so many times why Hammer, who claimed in the late 90s interview that the MC now stood for Man of Christ, responded on Twitter calling Jay-Z Hellboy and shaking his head at Jay-Z supporters who came by to stand up for the dude who made the Lucifer song. The secret society's place in hip-hop culture and hip-hop's obsession with it can be traced all the way back to 1995 when Prodigy of Mobb Deep dropped his line on remix to LL Cool J's I Shotcha. Illuminati want my mind, soul, and body. Secret society trying to keep the eye on me, but I'ma stay incognito in places they can't find me. It was the first time the organization was mentioned on a hip-hop track, and the rest, as they say, is history. Other artists who have been accused of being members of the Illuminati include Lil Wayne, Nicki Minaj, Pusha T, Eminem, Kendrick Lamar, and Tupac, among others. In a photo shoot with the Interview magazine in 2013, Wayne rocked a snapback with an upside-down cross on it, an image closely associated with the devil for obvious reasons. That's where the Wayne is in the Illuminati rumors began, and Wayne only stoked those flames when he got a tattoo of the all-seeing Eye of Providence on his chin. As for Tupac, well, you've probably heard a lot about him. Rumors have long persisted that Tupac Shakur is actually alive and simply faked his death to live out his days in exile, trying to escape the Illuminati. His lyrics portray a man trying to escape something, the conspiracy goes. Like when Pac rhymed, "I sold my soul for a chance to kick it and bang" on the track Good Life. Or when he chose to name his fifth album The Don Killuminati, The 7 Day Theory, which would be released after his death. That album is as dark as Tupac gets, with songs like To Live and Die in LA gracing the track list. According to conspirators, it's as though he knew the Illuminati was after him. And if you want to buy into the idea that it indeed was the Illuminati that eventually gunned down Tupac that fateful night in Las Vegas, well, those conspiracy theories are out there for you too. Let's just hope that Queen Bee's fate won't have a sad ending. And that's it from us today. Until next time, bye!